I'm Lucas,
And I'm Russell.
and you're listening.
To Sadboi Podcast.
Yeah, Sadboi.
Sadboi Podcast. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to the Sadboi Podcast.
Welcome back.
Today we have a guest here.
We have Mr. Ben.
Hello.
You know how like this all you know how like all these other past episodes and every time we're like, God damn it, Ben. This is the Ben we're talking about.
Oh
Yes.
shit.
Yes, it's always this Ben who loves broccoli and his friggin' veggie soups.
Yo, veggie soup is good, man. You gotta try it.
All right.
That's nasty. Okay, well, let's start off by having Ben introduce himself.
Hello everyone, my name is Ben and I've been chilling out during lockdown hours. I don't know. What's there to intro about?
Talk about your veggie soup. Like okay. First of all, we'll start talking about like how Ben's veggie soup came to be. Like how this joke came to be between us.
Okay, let's see. I didn't want to eat something healthy, so I always had what? Carrots, celery, and other stuff to make my soup, and it's my lunch.
He doesn't even remember what he puts in veggie soup right now.
Yo,
This is
it's
how
been
long
weeks.
he hasn't drank veggie soup since the quarantine started.
He probably hasn't drank in like half a year now.
Right, Ben?
Yeah. I don't think I haven't made in ages.
Yeah, you know what he eats nowadays? He eats katsuya.
He eats
Please
it every
sponsor
other
us,
day.
katsuya.
Yo, that shit's bomb, man.
Yeah,
That's
yo.
unhealthy.
You know
That's
what I
against the
found
Ben
out?
lifestyle.
Did you guys know that they opened katsuya in Vaughan Mills?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they posted it on Instagram.
Yeah, it's crazy. I went to that plaza. There was like Cha Time, Coco, Gongcha, Wonzo, Katsuya, and I'm like, bruh, I live like 5 minutes from here, and there's like Pho Metro. There's like all these different foods around here. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna get fat.
Wait, that's the other plaza, right? Across
Okay,
from Bond Mill?
it is kind of like a different plaza, but it's still like in the same area. It's like
Yeah.
it's not like across the big street, but it's across like the small streets inside the Vaughan Mill parking
Yeah,
lot.
it's
kinda.
across the parking lot, I think.
Yeah, yeah. That was really
it's
cool.
always
I didn't know they had that much stuff there. I always thought it
Yeah,
was just
Vaughan
the
Mills
mall,
is
and then that was it.
huge. No, Vaughan Mills is
Damn,
great.
that's why everyone crowded Vaughan Mills on Black Friday.
pretty much.
Like literally, I
Oh, my.
woke up and I went on Instagram. Blog TL was like, everyone crowding here, and I'm just like watching the video. I'm like, shit, I'm not leaving this house, man.
You don't need to.
It's pretty bad.
I know, right? I know. Wait, but speaking of Black Friday, did you guys do any Black Friday shopping?
No, I stayed at home, as people should be doing.
No, but online shopping.
Oh no, I was going like impulse buy. I was thinking of buying like left-handed scissors to cut my own hair.
You should have.
I'm left-handed. Yeah, I
You
should.
should've.
I
Should've
cut my
put
hair
one up.
yesterday. I fucked up. So yeah,
Classy.
Please send me a photo.
I will later. I will.
What did
Do it.
you buy anything, Ben?
I bought a Dyson.
Oh yeah,
Calm
you bought
Dyson. That's a company.
Okay, fine.
He
I
bought
a
the
Dyson
company, of
vacuum.
course.
Oh fuck.
He went to the Dyson office and he just started handing like broccoli to the guy, and it's like, I'm buying the company now.
Did you
I traded-
did you
That's how he
buy
just
like
bought
a
Dyson.
fan or did you buy like a
The
vacuum?
vacuum. Yeah, V10,
Oh, okay. All right.
$200 off. Well,
Nice.
because I'm moving, right? And it's my sister's
yeah.
Dyson in the apartment.
Oh, okay.
So you're a
my
guy,
own.
yeah. You could have just stole their Dyson.
No, she would kill me.
Wait, the V10.
Dyson.
Yeah, the V11's out now, right?
Yeah, I couldn't
Yeah.
really care less.
It's whatever. It's
Oh,
still
yeah.
vacuum
As
cleaner.
long as
Yeah.
at least it's a vacuum cleaner, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not buying cars or anything. It's a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
It's expensive vacuum cleaner though, but it's
Hey,
worth.
but it's a nice vacuum cleaner.
It's a really
freaking
nice
cool.
vacuum cleaner.
It really
I
is.
kind of
it
want their
is.
fans. Well, they're not really fans. I guess they're like air blowers now because
Air
they're not
blowers?
spinning. Dyson fans.
Yeah. It's,
Oh, is
The
it those
ones
things where
without
like it's
the-
like empty in the middle or something? And it just blows air, like it sucks
Yeah.
in air and then blows.
Yeah,
it
it's
out?
not a fan. It's like an air blower, but like it's a fan.
yeah. They
Interesting.
use fluid dynamics on that fan.
Yo, those are cool.
Yeah,
It
that
fucking
sounds
is,
cool. I
actually.
want one now. I want one now. Huh.
Do it.
Get one for your new place.
Yeah. I'm broke right now.
No, you're not.
I am because
Oh.
I essentially spent like close to $600 for new computer parts.
Do you really?
I thought you weren't going to buy it.
Okay, so what happened? Okay, so Ben doesn't know this, right? But essentially, what happened was before when I told Lucas and Chris about what I was buying, it was around $664.
Yeah.
But it wasn't worth it because I think that was just a computer case and what was it, like a graphics card and motherboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not worth
But
it.
then that was all Intel, right? So now it's like, okay, Chris suddenly told me about like, oh, I need to update my RAM as well because mine's old. It's like DDR3.
Oh shit.
So then I'm
yeah.
like, shit, fuck, like, fuck this shit. And I just like, I like canceled all the orders. I'm like, fuck this, I'm not buying anything anymore. But then the next day at work, I was like, you know what? Chris was right. I should start switching to AMD. So I started looking at AMD stuff, and I'm like, oh, AMD stuff is actually pretty cheap. So I got motherboard, processor, RAM, computer case for $575.
And you're just using your old hard drive or disk drive. Right?
Yeah, because remember I got the SSD like a few months ago only.
The
Nice.
Samsung.
Yeah, the one when I was like panicking and I didn't know how to do it, and you were like, just plug it in and play it. And I'm like, what if I plug it in the wrong way?
Oh my god.
What do I do?
Yeah. Just plug it in, bro. Just plug it in.
So what?
That's
No,
all you need.
I should have cloned the hard drive onto as the SSD, but then I was so lazy, I just unplugged the hard drive and plugged in the SSD.
Oh
And
my
then the hard drive is just sitting in there right now. I need to
God.
figure out how to like format the whole thing and then just use
Oh
it as
no.
storage.
Oh no.
Yeah, because the new computer case I got, it has 3 of those RGB fans in the front as well. So I'm like, oh, perfect. Like it's better air circulation than just having 2 fans in the back.
Oh, maybe I should get one too.
Yeah,
Do
so
it.
essentially I'm gonna have 5 fans going through the computer, and it has all the rainbow colors. So like I'm like, bro, I'm like gamer, even though I
You-
don't play anything, but
you
you
play
know, I got
nothing.
it. Yeah, I actually don't game. I don't know why I'm getting it, but I don't game.
Get in for
Oh.
Netflix.
Yeah,
No,
I don't
actually-
know why I like upgrade my computer all the time. I don't game.
I know. Well, the reason I'm upgrading is actually for video rendering purposes in the future.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Rendering is
Yeah, not to spoil like what the podcast what me and Lucas are gonna do, but let's just say we're eventually gonna lead towards like video stuff. So I just have to have a computer properly set up for it,
Do you have
Yeah,
a
and I think the
RAM?
computer will be VR ready too.
yeah. Video rendering takes like a really long ass time to do. Like you could,
Essentially, you need the specs of like a gaming computer.
yeah, like you could edit like a 5-minute video and it takes like 6 hours to render off like
If
an
you have a
iPad or
crappy one,
something.
yeah.
Yeah,
How much RAM
Yeah,
do you
it's
yeah.
have?
really
The
big
pain is
deal.
real. The pain is really
Yeah.
real.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have everything prepared, but apparently I need to like keep an eye on when stuff comes in because apparently here in Vaughan, people do come around stealing stuff from the front door. My
Oh, shit.
brother
Oh,
told
really?
me that some people came and stole his 2 boxes of cat litter.
What the fuck? Oh, I guess they didn't know
of
what it
all
was.
things.
I
No,
guess
of
they didn't
all
know what
things
to
though,
buy.
like cat litter is so freaking heavy. Of all things, they steal 2 boxes of cat litter.
Does your brother
what?
have? Does your brother have like those camera doorbells ring?
No, he didn't set it up here because he's like, oh, I thought like I was gonna save it and set it up at the new house, so everything's in storage right now in the storage
Oh,
facility.
Oh
So so that's why like my brother this morning he came and he told me he's like, yo, you need to like let me know when you order stuff or let someone in the house know because I ordered a 16 gig USB from Amazon for $6, and
Oh,
I'm just
shit.
putting the Windows 10 OS on there
Okay.
so that when I change the motherboard and everything, I can plug it in and install the new operating system.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know,
because
he could just
because you remember how last time I told you like I don't know why like the computer knew that my computer was Windows 10 even though I changed the hard drive. So apparently the Windows 10 operating system does get a license thing with the motherboard.
Yep.
Yeah, so I didn't even know that, and I was just like, oh, I learned something new. Yeah. Anyways, that was my Black Friday adventure for this weekend.
Are you gonna buy anything more?
No, I'm broke. I'm still paying off the iPhone 12 right now.
Is
I'm
it
also
worth it?
broke, so it's yeah.
Yeah, we're all broke. I'm still trying to
we're
sell
all broke.
these other iPhones in my possession right now to make money to
Yeah,
cover
I'm just-
my iPhone 12 Pro.
I'm just out here just selling Pokemon cards to make some money.
Yo, that's weird, eh? The Pokemon cards I saw in a post. Apparently, Pokemon cards are the price is going up for Pokemon cards right now.
Really?
Yes. So Logan Paul made he streamed a box opening of the original Pokemon base
Yeah.
set, and everything Pokemon wise is just getting like brought back into attention, and people are just like going on eBay or Facebook groups to like sell their old Pokemon stuff because Logan Paul just like because he opened like a like I don't know few $1,000 Pokemon cards. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, you're saying Logan Paul made Pokemon cards expensive.
Oh God.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. So I have this Charizard card I bought for like $15, like 4 years
How
ago.
much is it worth now?
It's like 250.
Oh shit.
And
What?
yeah, the month before he like posted that video, it was like maybe $90. So doubled its price because of Logan Paul.
Wait, should I like go into my storage facility and look for my Pokemon cards then?
Yeah, actually, it's way better than whatever your Yu-Gi-Oh stuff is.
Oh my god!
Because after that happened, I was like looking at my old stuff too. So I just like went in.
But how do I know which one's expensive though? Should I like just ask you?
Just either ask me or like whatever looks expensive. Yeah, just ask me whatever.
Whatever looks expensive. What's in half? Does this look expensive?
I don't know what
Oh
you
my
have, so whatever.
I don't even know what I have. I don't even know where it is. That's the
Yeah,
biggest
you
question.
should do that too, Ben. You should do that too.
Yeah, Ben.
Pokemon cards? No.
Yeah.
They're at home. I don't have here.
Yeah, go home and look for
Then
them.
go home. You go at midnight like once a week.
No.
Yeah, make some money so you can help pay off your rent.
once a month, but no, I'm okay.
Come on, man.
There's snow up there, man. I don't go up in snow.
Okay.
Oh, that's
So,
true. That's true. His
For
car's
those who
gonna get
don't
stuck.
know, Ben lives in Midland, not like Midland the street, like Midland and Fitch. He lives like an actual town called Midland, which
Yeah,
no
like,
one's
it's,
ever
like,
heard of
literally-
until like I never heard of this
Until
place
Ben.
I
Until
met
Ben. Until Ben. That's how we knew.
Hell yeah, Hellraiser, man.
Oh my god. But no, Ben can't drive in the snow because
No,
Hey.
last time he tried,
Oh, here
his
we go.
car got stuck, and then like 4 people were like just pushing his car nonstop. How
Yeah,
long did it take us
so-
to get out, Lucas?
maybe like 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
Granted, it was a
Yeah.
snowstorm the day before.
Okay, fine. To be fair, my car was stuck for maybe like 30 to 45 minutes. Lucas's car got out really fast because I think his car, out of our 3 cars, was the only one that had winter tires on, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your car actually got out pretty fast. Yours was the first one, and then mine was stuck for a little bit. And then after I got mine out, that was when we went back for Ben's.
All-wheel
Ben's
drive,
was the one
man.
that took longest.
Yeah,
So for
Jorge
those
was
who
like,
don't
"Oh,
remember, just like rewind back to whichever our college trip episode was.
Oh yeah. We had like a cottage episode. Yeah, we talked about how much we hated Ben's car.
yeah. So this is wherever that was.
Yeah.
Oh, it's last year. Holy shit.
It was in
Yeah,
January.
it was last year.
It was mid-January. Wherever that episode.
Oh, it was
So,
beginning of this year.
yeah. So whatever that episode was, it was probably like one of the episodes late January or early February.
Something like that. Something like that.
Oh my god.
But anyway, so besides from Black Friday happening this weekend, I think everyone in Toronto probably is aware of this event that happened, and this revolves around a certain barbecue place, which we don't really want to give that much publicity to anymore. Even though I think at this point a lot of restaurants have kind of jumped on board this bandwagon to kind of speak their thoughts of the situation and how they don't support this said individual.
Mhm.
So
Actually, I don't even know his name, but yeah, this said individual.
it's like, do I really want to say the name?
no, I don't even know the name.
Everyone knows.
I
But
know,
everyone
like Adamson.
that's following like Toronto gossip news, tea.
Okay.
already
Then
know
for
the
the international people, because we do have quite a few international listeners.
Oh, cool.
Surprise! Yeah. So in Toronto, there's this barbecue called Adamson BBQ. So essentially, the owner opened up his barbecue store, indoor dining, during quarantine lockdown. And in Toronto right now, or Ontario, our COVID cases have been steadily climbing up pretty crazily, actually.
Yep.
So basically, this guy, his name is Adam, he defied these orders and opened indoor dining, right? So I think the police showed up, and then for some odd reason, huge crowds of anti-maskers appeared. And then now, for some reason, these anti-maskers are associated with Adam and Adamson BBQs, and apparently this guy owns like multiple restaurants in Toronto.
Yeah.
So I think I also saw news about there was like what, a neo-Nazi dude that was at the restaurant or something, and then people
Wait,
started to
really?
associate. Yeah. Apparently he was like
Oh,
walking
man.
around for a barbecue too, and then people started associating Adam with the neo-Nazi, and then in my mind I'm like, that doesn't mean anything. Like a neo-Nazi, maybe he wants to eat barbecue too. I don't know. And the stupid thing is, like, they're equating all this stuff to communism. They're
Yeah, I don't know
essentially
how.
saying,
I
yeah,
don't know how.
like, okay, so I've been thinking a lot about it, right? And I know Ben has his opinions as well. Because I will make a disclaimer right now that me and Ben have talked about this stuff quite a bit beforehand. Like, not saying like before this episode today, but like for the past few weeks or months. And I can say that Ben has some controversial opinions,
Here we go.
but we are all free to have our own thoughts and everything, right? So I guess this is just also a platform for Ben to, speak without judgment.
Oh,
We'll judge you after, but
all good.
we'll judge you after.
So whoever's thoughts regarding Ben's opinions, just comment in the comment section below.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I'll get rated on.
Yeah. So I mean, like, Ben, what is your opinion of the whole Adamson BBQ thing? First of all,
It's a tough call. Like, okay, yes, he has 3 businesses, right? Obviously, he has like the funds to go against like all the lawsuits and whatnot, right? Small businesses, they don't have like the funds to do all that, right? Like, if you have one restaurant, you can't go up against the government, but if you have 3, you're able to go against it, right?
you're well suited. You're more suited to.
Yeah, because like no one's
Yeah.
gonna listen to like the little one, right?
Yeah.
It's a tough call on that though.
Yeah. Because like, yeah, like they're equating all of this to communism, like saying the government forcing us to wear masks is communism. But it's kind of like I see where they're coming from, but at the same time, that's not communism.
It's not.
That's authoritarian or totalitarian. I don't.
It's
I don't know.
authoritarian if they're forcing you to do something against your will.
Yes, but it's not
Yeah.
communism.
It's not communism at all.
So it's like, I think these people need to learn
It-
what communism is before they.
I think
Just-
in
to
their
some
mind,
degree-
communism is what China. It's what's happening in China and North Korea, but North Korea is authoritarian as well. So
See, North Korea is authoritarian, but then last time we had Anthony on, he even said that China isn't actually communist.
no, it's not.
They're communist in name, but they're not actually communist. And even I looked into Russia, right? They're not even communist either. They haven't been communist for a long time. But I think they do have some ideologies that they've carried forward.
Yeah. So
That's
that's where their misinformation comes from of
Mhm.
what communism is, which
Mhm.
they probably should have just paid attention more in civics class in grade 10, which it goes over this stuff.
I'll admit I never paid attention in civics class. I was
Me
busy. I bought a Zippo
neither.
lighter one time to class and I got in trouble, but that was the
Everyone-
only thing I remember for
I
civics
played
class.
Mario Kart all the time in civics class, so but I
See,
still-
like, we're not good
I
students.
still learned
so-
this shit.
Yeah, we're
Like,
not good students.
But even then, the civics class is only for like half the
Half the term.
semester. Yeah,
Yeah,
which
but
is
Yeah,
not
it's actually really short.
which is not enough
Oh,
to
yeah.
discuss all this anyway.
But yeah,
Yeah.
so all these people are just being misinformed by what communism and authoritarian the difference are.
Yeah.
The thing what I can see is like when they say like wear your mask for everyone's health, right? They can also, to some degree, the communist people regimes, they have used for the greater good, right? In that line, because back in like China and then Russia, they had like the Great Famine, right? The Great Leap Forward, and then the starvation in Russia. For the farmers, like for the greater good work kind of thing, right? And then that led to starvation, like for the greater
Yeah.
good, right? under
You
that.
mean, you're talking about Ukraine, right? The Ukrainian genocide.
It was the famine. Shit, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. No. It
Yeah.
was like around like 1930 something.
Yeah, Soviet Union
Yeah.
era.
Yeah. Soviet Union era. So what happened back then was basically, um, essentially, no one really talks about it, but whatever happened in Ukraine, that genocide, like the death toll, was almost the same as the Holocaust. Like 6 million people died from the famine in Ukraine, but it wasn't from food. It was because Stalin just started killing people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh shit. Yeah, there's that.
that is the level of socialism that we're gonna get into eventually. But back to like the Adams and BBQ thing first. Like the other thing that came up with the Adams and BBQ thing that I think I talked to you about this, Ben, where it's like I know what these people are doing is stupid, like the whole anti-mask thing.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, in a country like Canada, like ours, they're allowed to be stupid like that.
Yep. Well, that's free society, right? You're allowed
Yeah,
to have
that's
your
the
own,
freedom of speech.
freedom of association
Unfortunately.
and speech.
Yeah, unfortunately, right? Because I've seen
Unfortunately.
so many people like comment about like, oh, these people like should be locked up, like these people should like get COVID and die. Like, I think I think society has gotten to a point where if your opinion is not similar to the person beside yours, everyone will start hating on you. It's almost as if our society does not allow for difference in opinions anymore.
Except it's an opinion to a certain point. Which, like, is it an opinion if it's like reckless behavior or threatens the safety of others?
So
Because that's their
if it
opinion.
threatens the safety of others, then obviously yes, something should be done. But for these anti-maskers, right? Like they're all grouped together. If they don't want to wear masks with one another, it's unfortunately like their right to do so. So I kind of get where they're coming from when they're saying how like they're being forced to wear it and they can't do it. Like it's I don't know, Ben. What is your take on this?
It's like it's a government mandate kind of thing. Like
Yes.
like also like mask is good, but like for example in like Taiwan whatnot or Asian countries they wear masks. It's a cultural thing. I think that's another thing also.
I think for Asian countries, it's also they're more disciplined than people here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like Taiwan had like their first rave or music festival in like 200 days with 0 cases.
Yes, this was last week, I believe.
Yeah.
And then we have people here. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of people that like these guys have music festivals. Why can't we have music festivals?
Yeah,
Well,
and I'm like,
bro, why don't
this
you
ain't
put your
Taiwan,
mask
bro.
on, bro?
This ain't Taiwan, bro.
I know, put your mask on, bro. But
Also,
This
another
ain't
thing,
China, bro.
I know.
also another thing is that Taiwan is like it's because the people they're all like Taiwanese, right? They're all like the same like ethnic background, but like for Canada and U.S. whatnot, we're all like multi cultural, right?
Yes.
That's where the hard part comes in. You can't enforcing.
They have different mindsets of
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
how they should treat others.
Yes.
Which actually, it's kind of ironic that it's communism if they're forced to wear masks, and then they go on a rant that China isn't wearing masks and they're fine. Which I don't know. It's kind of ironic.
See, that's one thing I've realized, right? Like I think everyone, including myself, everyone is a hypocrite in one extent or another.
Yeah, you can't really.
It's hard to it's hard to
prevent
be like
that.
100% this way. Like there's always hypocrisy happening everywhere, right? So it's like, for example, these social justice warriors, and in all honesty, I really do not like social justice warriors anymore. They really piss me off because it's like they preach about equality and kindness and peace, and yet they're also the ones that are spreading hate to other people that they don't like.
Yep.
So that's like the biggest hypocrisy of social justice warriors that I really, really do not like and do not respect. And even like the thing with how a neo-Nazi was at one of the protests at Adamson BBQ, and then suddenly people started associating neo-Nazism to all these anti-maskers, and it's like, that's not the case. It's really just they just don't want to wear a mask. That is their main point. They don't feel like that they should shut down the restaurants. That has nothing to do with Nazism.
That's
And then you see all these comments about like, oh, some people were saying how like it's World War III now, and I'm like, I don't think you guys know what World War III is gonna be like. This is nothing.
It's identity politics right here.
At this point, it is
Associating like one bad person to everyone else.
Yeah, it's. I think it's very.
It's dangerous.
It's very dangerous. It's very dangerous. It's like how, articles said, the only Asians that were voting for Trump were Vietnamese.
No, that's a very dangerous thought.
It is.
Because you're just going to antagonize all Vietnamese people, even though like a lot of them probably did not vote for Trump necessarily.
Yeah.
It's just antagonizing everyone. It's like how in the beginning, how every Chinese person had COVID. It's the same thought process, actually, kind of.
It's like every one of these people is trying to associate one attribute from one person to the whole group, like a huge generalization.
Yep.
And I think that's already wrong itself. It's the same as thinking all Trump supporters are redneck hillbillies. That's not the case.
Yeah.
A lot of them are still, but yeah.
I don't think it's a lot. I think it's more if those are the loudest in the media.
Maybe.
Because with Trump, I do know that a lot of business owners will still vote for Trump. It's not just redneck hillbillies. So it's like, for example, like my boss would vote for Trump. I already know, because this guy, he talks to a lot of American clients, and so he probably has more bias. So it's like business owners will vote for Trump.
Yes, it's more so they could keep their money in their pockets. For that reason.
Essentially, it's that. So it's not mainly just the redneck hillbillies. I think it's just the media portrays it as that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like how, like, when the whole police stuff happened, right? It's like, this was one incident, but the media tries to bring as many stories similar to that incident to the front. So it's almost as if all the police officers in America are bad, when there's only a portion of them.
Yep.
Yeah, it's how the media works now, and it's very sad that it's gotten to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do, man. Like, rile up against the media corps for citing stuff.
No, you can't do that.
Maybe.
No, you actually can't do that, but
yeah, you actually can't. Yeah.
You could wish to, but you can't.
True.
Yeah. Because when it comes to politics, like me and Ben, like Ben is more center right, and I'm more center left. And I can honestly say, like, Ben does have quite a few like conspiracy stuff. So, for example, like Ben, so like a few months ago, or a few weeks ago, Canada or Ontario announced that they were going to digitize our driver's license.
Okay.
Yeah. So Ben, why don't you give your opinion on that?
Wait. I'm very curious of what this is. Okay.
What did I say? Like at that point, it more government control, like a flip of the switch kind of thing. Like all of a sudden you're valid to, like, you have a license, like you can drive, and then all of a sudden there's could be a glitch or whatnot saying you can't when you get pulled over, or some sort of like scanner on the road to validate all the drivers like while you're driving. Like,
but they could do that even if it's not digital.
No, like digitize the whole like highways. Like, like we have toll roads, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So at some point they could have a system where they detect all valid driver's license, whatnot.
Which, that's fine.
Like in real time?
Yeah, in real time.
Which is fine because you should not be driving without a valid driver's license. But
like at some point, like it's just a paper, right? It just says that you are able to. they keep like I don't need a driver's license, but I can still drive, that kind of thing. Like for example, my dad, he was able to drive, but because he didn't have a driver's license, but he knew how to drive a tractor, kind of thing. Well,
So the
Okay.
only time that I could see it being an issue is, for example, if someone didn't have a driver's license, but then someone in their family has like an emergency, and then that person jumped into a car and drove that person to the hospital, and then they would scan, oh, this guy doesn't have a license. That's the only thing I can think of.
I guess, but like if that goes to court, the prosecution would be like, why did you not call ambulance?
yeah, there's that too.
Yeah. Or
Well, we all know in Ontario, or at least Toronto, the pizza man delivers pizza faster than the ambulance arrives.
okay, not the ambulance.
I think depending where you are.
Like,
I think depending where you are.
yeah, depending where you are, not the ambulance, but more
It
like
would, okay, it would be really sad if you lived beside a hospital and you called 911 for an ambulance, and
just
Domino's
walk
Pizza
across the
arrives
street.
even faster.
Just walk across the street. Bear off just walking across the street. No, but okay, maybe a police response would take longer than a pizza delivery. In some cases,
Probably.
depends on the situation.
And depends where.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. But no, like Ben's whole idea of digitizing like driver's license, I think one of the points that he made to me before was something about how like if the government wanted, they could just shut your driver's license off so that you can't drive your car. But one thing about that I told Ben was like that would only work if the government decides to be like, hey, we're gonna own every car dealership in this country now, and we're gonna make sure that your driver license will be linked to the car that you purchase, so that you can't drive any other car. You're only set for like that one car only.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
I mean, there's
Yeah,
already
'cause-
there's already a database for your car though, because your VIN number, right? Because they
Yeah,
attack
VIN number,
that's-
yes.
your
But that's
VIN
for
number,
legal purposes.
your VIN number, your insurance, and your driver's license is all connected, right?
Yeah, but the thing is like, because the state or the Canada, the government, they're not gonna own insurance companies or dealerships either. So that's why it'll
No.
never happen.
Yeah.
So even in China, like even the Chinese government doesn't own car dealerships.
They have people representing, like people in their organization though.
They can represent, but they don't own the systems of the dealerships. That's the only thing. Now, is this gonna if this now like if we look at like the possibility of this could happen in like 50 to 100 years, maybe they'll think of something and they'll actually do it, and they'll actually do something like this. But then that's also weird because right now it's like even a lot of families now they have more than one car. So like for them to say, Lucas, you can only drive this car because your driver's license is linked to this key only, is a
Sorry,
bit
give me a
stupid. He's going to check on his car right now.
Yeah, I was checking out my car.
He's checking the pizza guy came yet.
The pizza guy, the Domino's guy. But no, like that's what I'm saying, like, because I know like Ben had some opinions where it was, because I know Ben's very anti-government, and I think a lot of things that have happened with the Liberal government with Trudeau has made it very hard to trust the government as well.
Question everything.
For example, with like the Wii scandal.
Oh yeah.
The weed scandal.
The Wii scandal. Trudeau's Wii scandal.
Okay.
How he like his mom or brother or whatever, they're not supposed to receive money from like the Wii charity or whatever, and
both
they
of
still
them
got
did.
money.
Oh
Yeah,
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 that
yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently like the Wii documents, apparently they're all destroyed already.
Okay.
Like
It's
Trudeau had them all destroyed.
Been redacted, and then they had the NDP on their side to stop the investigation.
The NDP is the stupidest shit ever. I'm sorry to anyone who believes in the NDP, especially for Jagmeet Singh. Sorry. Like, okay, the dude is actually like he's got a really good social media game. Like
Yeah.
he actually has a really good social media game, but it's really not respectable for him to go from 1 minute he's like, you gotta expose Trudeau for his scandal, and then the next minute he's like, we support Trudeau.
Yeah.
That was like
Oh.
that was when like I was like, you know what? I thought you were like a cool, like I don't like the NDPs, but I thought you were a pretty cool guy. But after that, like, please do not ever be prime minister, please.
Okay.
Like,
All right.
it's like me going like, Ben's veggie soup sucks, and then the next second I'm like, yeah, Ben's cool.
Yeah, I'm cool.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, it does.
No, you if you don't like Ben, you gotta just not like Ben.
Oh, rough.
Oh, wow. Poor
I'm
Ben.
kidding. I'm
Oh,
kidding.
wow.
God damn it, Ben. No, I'm kidding, Ben. I'm kidding, Ben.
All hurts.
Yeah, but I don't know, like the whole digitizing thing, Ben. I don't see it happening for a very, very long time, if it does happen.
No, like,
And I've said like, yeah, go.
because like you know of the social credit score, right, in China.
Yes.
Okay.
That could slowly trickle to here, though. In that case, I said slowly.
It can't because there'll be a lot of oppositions regarding
There'll be,
that
yeah.
bill being passed.
I mean,
Yeah.
so even then, it's like, for example, the Wii scandal, right? Everyone, like, I guess the people that were interested in it think like it never went through a full investigation, right? I mean, it's a big scandal, and yet swept on the rug and he says sorry, and that's it. End of story.
That's the most Canadian way of dealing with something. I'm sorry.
Well, it might actually be still under investigation, just behind the scenes.
I
Because
think
we
they
don't really know.
investigated. No, they investigated. I think that's when they found out that the documents have been destroyed already.
Okay, then rip. I don't know.
Yeah, then rip.
Yeah, rip.
I know.
What do?
I know. That's probably the investigators like looking around like, what do? What do? What do? Oh my god.
Yeah.
But no, the social credit score, I don't see. The thing is, because before China was a closed economy, right? Like Anthony said, and then from what I remember, Bill Clinton was the one that started opening trade with China to kind of open them up and hopefully bring democracy over there. But for some odd reason, they're kind of bringing their ideologies to the rest of the world.
The Confucian.
So I think
jokes on you.
say,
Take our ideology.
I know. You know, reverse card.
Take our political systems instead.
I know. But the social credit score, like, I see, the thing is, I feel like it will eventually get here, but it'll be very, very slowly, like Ben said. I think if maybe that's probably a bit biased, but like I don't like the Liberals either, or at least under Trudeau's control or whatever. But I think as long as Trudeau has the NDP and everyone on their side, I think there is a chance that the social credit score would come here.
Maybe
there is a chance,
because at
but
that point,
probably not the same as China's extent.
Oh yeah, it'll be different. It'll be different. It won't be like China's where like they're like doing what they're doing, but like for us, it'll be like probably like a modified version.
Yeah,
but I think even then, a lot of people would be very against it.
Yeah, but it's actually there's a lot more like pros than it is cons. Like it's like it benefits you, as long as you're not like doing shit to piss the government off. I guess just don't do shit to piss the government off.
Which is stupid at that point.
Yeah, because then
don't
it takes
open
away
your barbecue
the
place for briskets. Just
they changed the locks, and then apparently he still picked the lock and went in. And then when they actually locked down the whole place, they apparently went to the building next door and broke down the wall to get into the restaurant.
No, that was the same day. Actually, that was actually.
Oh, it was the same day.
Yeah,
oh,
that's
shit.
Got him arrested.
Oh, no. Okay, yeah, no. So he got arrested because he didn't have a proper business license.
He got arrested because he broke into his own place.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
And then they found out they didn't have a proper business license.
Yeah, something like that.
Lesson is have a proper business license.
Yeah, otherwise your social credit score will go down dramatically.
Yes. But the thing is, like, if the social credit score comes in, then that also takes away the freedom of speech that we have. So, for example, we won't be able to talk shit about the Liberal government or the Conservatives or the NDPs or whatever.
Yep.
So it probably won't be as like to that same extent, because that's why we're democracy, right? We're not.
I mean,
That's
Just
true.
a
But
one
it's just
governing country.
see that's the whole theory now. This is now we're gonna get into quote unquote conspiracy theories, right? So have you guys heard of the Great Reset? I know Ben has. Have you, Lucas?
In China?
nope.
No, the Great Reset, as in like the UN Economic Forum, has talked about a Great Reset where this right now is the perfect opportunity for world leaders to quote unquote reset their economy.
Oh yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah. So I think this is where it starts getting into controversial stuff, which Ben has talked a lot to me about. He has sent me countless videos that I probably watched maybe one only. I'm sorry, Ben.
God damn.
That's like, just watch this video and you just like leave him on red, because that's what I do.
No. I'm too lazy to watch it, Ben. I'll watch it later.
Oh, okay, that's what I do to people.
And that never
Yeah,
happened.
nice video. Very, very funny.
No, because when Ben sends me these videos, it's usually like I'm at work and I'm working. Like I have time to type, but I can't have like the video on the screen as I'm watching, because then people walk by my desk quite a bit, and then when I get home, I'm busy like doing other shit like job hunting and all that stuff. So I don't have time yet to watch these videos. But
Yeah, you're
Ben
not
has
gonna
sent me
watch it.
quite a
You're not
lot.
gonna
So
watch it.
I try to get Ben to summarize it for me because he watched it already.
Ah,
Yet.
So Ben watched like he sent me videos about like 2021 predictions or something.
was it?
Yeah, see, you sent me so much you don't even remember what you sent me.
Hell, if I remember.
Yes, you don't remember. But no, you talked to me about the World Economic Forum and how they've talked about the Great Reset.
Yeah.
And then Trudeau also slipped up on a what was it, like a video conference call or something,
Mm-hmm.
and he talked about the Great Reset. So essentially, one of the conspiracy theories behind this is that once this is all over, it's gonna be like a one world order.
Okay.
And I know Ben does not like that either.
Ben doesn't like anything.
Ben's anti-government, but I see his side of why he's anti-government though.
He's pro broccoli but anti-government.
Hell yeah.
In his world, the broccoli stands tall in the White House.
Broccoli party.
Yes, Brocco party.
See you next year.
Oh no,
Get ready.
Ben's broccoli is running 2024 for the U.S. presidency
Oh no.
and for the Canadian Prime Minister position.
Oh no.
I tried to think of a pun for like broccoli, and I'm like, Barack Obama, broccoli. I don't know.
Yes,
Ben.
we can.
Oh my god, Bob the Builder.
Yeah.
I'm close to
Oh
that.
my god. But yeah, Ben, how about you talk about your opinion on the Great Reset?
Well, when I looked at it, didn't look right because it was touting a very super socialist agenda.
And
Yes.
why do you think socialism is bad, Ben?
I mean, it's for essentially you're taking from someone else and give it to someone else. Like you're forcing someone to give something and then give it to someone else.
That is very true. Well, I think that's
In a nutshell.
a part of what it is. So it's like
I'm
socialism.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm okay with
well,
socialism, like education and I guess healthcare to some degree, but like there's a point where that's okay, but then after that it's like too much.
well, here's the thing, right? Like Canadians always brag about how we have free healthcare, but in all honesty, our healthcare system is actually pretty shit.
It is.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing with free stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
So that's why it's like because me and Ben has talked a lot about what the government can do. So for example, like education, yeah, we have countries in Europe that have like free education, right? We technically have free education up until university,
Mm-hmm.
because then universities, they become kind of like semi-private institutions where they got to take money and donations and all that stuff.
Yeah. Just be more like Switzerland or something, where the health.
I think
education is
was it
actually free.
Switzerland? I think Switzerland was the one that made female hygienic products free.
Yes, it was Switzerland.
Yeah, like all tampons, pads, like everything's free for women now.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not like that here or the U.S. right now. Well, actually, mostly just here. Holy shit!
The only thing that I can think of is because technically the culture here compared to the culture in Europe is still very different. So I think for us, the way we see Europeans is that they're more sophisticated and cultured. And then the way the world sees America is like
It's a big
machine
stuff.
guns, AR-15s, or for whatever,
Freedom,
like big bellies, yeah, an eagle,
Walmart,
Wal-
Costco,
yeah. That's literally what
McDonald's,
people say.
fast food.
And then Canada is like freaking mooses, the guy with fancy socks up there,
U.S.
beaver
lights.
maple syrup. Yeah,
It's
that's
cold.
that's literally how the world sees it. So I think Europe is still seen as more cultured and sophisticated. So maybe it works for them. But I think people here we're more likely to benefit ourselves more. Is that the right way of saying it?
Mm, I
Not benefit
guess
ourselves, but
so.
like something along those
Not
lines. Like
Yeah.
we're just very culturally different from Europeans.
Even though we
Well-
have like very close connections culturally to them, it's just our mindset's different.
Yeah.
Like, regarding towards each
It's like I think
other.
Europe doesn't really have much anti-masker protests. I haven't seen anything on the news about it.
They have-
At
they have
least
protests,
the
though.
UK would have more anti-masker protests.
Yeah, they're probably used to protesting about Brexit.
Yep.
Yeah, but everywhere else, like I think it's also because Europe was hit really hard, so I think they've seen the damage that COVID can do, so they're more willing to put on a mask to prevent it from happening. So for example, like Italy took the biggest hit when COVID
Yeah.
started around the world, right? So I
Yeah.
think they've seen it as an example, but over here, it's like people don't believe it until it happens to them. So it's like, for example, I don't remember if I said this on the podcast before, but like 2/3 of American teenagers or young adults do not believe that the Holocaust happened.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I think that is a huge issue, to the point where it's like, I'm pretty sure your education system is teaching you guys that shit happened.
At least
But
we
they're like,
learn about it in like
"No."
our history classes in Canada.
Oh yeah, we have to, because apparently
Yeah.
there's a law here that if we try to say that the Holocaust didn't happen, it's actually illegal.
Actually, wait, no. I think it's more like in the U.S. that they focus more on the history of themselves, because the U.S. wasn't really like a part of the most of the European fights, more like against Japan.
They weren't. The only thing that they can think of is like Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, that's most, which wasn't really like part of the European part of the World War until like the end.
Yeah.
So that's probably why they don't.
But I
like,
thought they
know
would
much
still
about-
teach it in World War, like in history class, like World War II happened, Hitler, Nazis, and all that stuff. But it's like apparently, or like some of them don't believe that the Auschwitz camp is real or something, or like it didn't happen. It's all fake.
Yeah,
And it's like,
they
the fuck?
yeah, a lot of them don't believe it. Well, it's also the same way as like they think Titanic was just a movie and never actually happened. The same thing. They think it's just a movie.
Oh, this is like a side tangent, but apparently there's like a conspiracy theory about the Titanic where like the real Titanic actually never set sail. The one that sunk was like the sister of the Titanic.
Oh yeah, I read that.
Yeah,
Which
there was
is
like some but even then I'm
Possible.
like,
It's,
who
like,
cares?
people still died.
Yeah, I'm like, who cares? The ship still sank and killed people, bro.
Yeah, it's
It doesn't matter who.
like,
what
disregard the
ship it
name.
was.
A six still sank. It broke.
I'm like, what?
It broke in half. It killed Leonardo DiCaprio.
I know, it killed Leonardo DiCaprio.
I know.
Yo,
The
they
old
both-
lady still survived.
Oh yeah, she survived.
She still threw the gem in the ocean.
They both can fit on that door.
Oh yeah, they could have. They actually could have.
Mythbusters.
Well, actually, would they though? Because like,
Yeah.
if
Hmm.
oh right, Mythbusters. Yeah, right.
They actually did it. And
I think they could both fit, but maybe it would be too heavy that they'll sink.
No,
if
Myth-
Or
Leo-
maybe Leonardo DiCaprio was too cold and weak to climb up.
yeah.
Maybe it was
And
that.
if he even if he did try to climb up, like it could just tilt over and sink, and they just end up both in the water.
I mean, No guts, no
It's just a
glory,
movie.
right?
It's just a movie. Whatever.
What do you mean it happened?
It killed Leonardo DiCaprio.
No.
But he's back.
Oh yeah, he's back. He's
Like,
always back.
We got a Grammy this
But-
time, or Golden Globe, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
On the Covenant or Revenant?
Wait.
Revenant.
Oh yeah, the Revenant. Yeah, he slept inside a bear, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I love how we just started talking about Leonardo DiCaprio.
It's your tangents, remember?
Oh, I know. You love the tangent. Everyone loves the tangents.
Got to bring it back.
We're literally like talking about like serious political stuff. And we're like, no, Leonardo DiCaprio.
okay, while we're still on the topic of Leonardo DiCaprio, did you see that? Did you see that fake trailer for Titanic 2 that Jack is back?
Oh no, not yet.
Okay, it's super old, but whatever. Anyways, yeah, moving on.
Oh, the Return of Jack? Oh no.
Oh my god.
I think
Okay, what were we talking about before this? Oh, we were saying like how
Pearl
people
Harbor.
don't believe the Holocaust happened,
Yeah.
and it's like how people here haven't really seen how bad COVID has gotten. But I mean, COVID is bad though. Like you've seen, friggin' the hospitals overwhelmed. You've seen the death tolls. You've seen how Trump handled all the COVID, and I think like for some odd reason, Americans just believed the word of Trump and believing that COVID is not as bad.
It's I don't know, it's super bad in the States. Just I don't know.
I'm pretty
why
sure
you
it's
don't
worse in
believe
the
it.
States right now every day.
Yeah, I think they got like I don't know, 80,000 cases this last or 2 days ago or something
Whew, we're only close to 2,000
in Ontario or
in
Canada.
Ontario only. Oh my god, I'm horrible. We should be laughing at this. I'm sorry.
Let's see how many. Oh, they got 205,000 new cases yesterday. Oh, damn.
So I'm never gonna be visiting US like anytime soon, even if the border reopens.
Oh no. Oh, damn.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna
Yeah,
stay here.
Maybe in like 5 years, Canada got like 6,000 countrywide. Yeah.
Yeah. But right now I remember what we were talking about earlier. So free education and free healthcare, right?
Yes. Oh, that took a while.
I don't Leonardo DiCaprio.
Killed DiCaprio, man.
I know, man.
The old lady still threw the jewel in the Russian.
Oh my god. So like in the beginning when I talked to Ben about this, right? We would be saying like it's really hard for the government to give up these free things cuz I think this also goes in hand with the universal basic income, which I feel like we can do a whole new episode on the universal basic income, but essentially like I don't think we should be relying on the government for everything.
No, we should not. Because then our taxes would just like increase more. Or just
Yeah, because the thing is like a lot of people, and I think if you ask them this and they're like a social justice warrior or whatever, they'll be like, yeah, it's fine, raise my taxes as long as everyone's like happy, right? But the thing is like once you raise these taxes, it means that you get to keep less money.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like a dollar or two, like I'm talking about like you lose a lot of money. You're not gonna be able to keep and actually like save up at all. That's the issue. And when it comes to that, it's like then you can only afford very little things, and then the government will just start like you start relying on the government, like no, we need this, and that's not how it should be.
Mm-hmm.
I agree, because anyone like below like a certain threshold will get hurt more.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's like for example, like if you look at like the CRB, right, or the CRB, whatever the relief fund is right now from Canada, you have no idea how many people are just sitting on their asses nowadays and just collecting that and not wanting to go back to work.
De-incentivize them.
Yeah, so if it was
It's
just
hard.
like a UBI, it would just be like what it is right now with CERB or whatever handouts the government's giving us.
Yeah, but then the issue is like your unemployment rate is still really high. No one's making that money back.
Mm-hmm.
and everyone's just sitting on their asses doing nothing.
And then our economy would just get worse.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people aren't even thinking about the economy. I think a lot of these people are just thinking about, but I want money right now. I want that new
people are just thinking about
PS5.
themselves. Yo, I want that
Yeah.
PS5 too. Come on.
Yeah, I want that PS5 too, but I'm gonna work my ass off for that.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't. I just just give me money to buy a PS5. Come on.
Yeah, and there's like a lot of psychology aspects like related to this stuff, but we'll do like a separate UBI episode with Ben
Hell
another
yeah.
time.
Money.
Yeah, because I know Ben has a lot of political opinions, but all I can say is Ben is a lot more talkative in our chats. I think maybe Ben's just shy today.
Yeah,
Am I?
super shy?
No,
he needs
I'm just-
alcohol.
Oh,
It's alcohol.
no.
Yes.
No, alcohol is good. So one of the podcasts I watched with Elon Musk as a guest, no, they had to give him alcohol before he started talking.
Yeah, you're just think of yourself as Elon Musk. Super
Thanks,
boring. Just
fuck.
we'll listen to you.
Yeah. I mean, like, okay, so like we'll have Ben guest on the podcast more, because I think it's good to allow people to have a freedom of speech, like for them to voice their own opinions, even if it differs from what everyone else is thinking. I think it takes nowadays, for some odd reason, it actually takes courage to speak their mind or their opinions, even if it is different from everyone else.
Yo, that cancel culture, man.
That cancel culture is absolutely horrible. Or like the association of something. For example, it's like Ben has his own opinions, but maybe someone will start labeling him as like a far right conspiracy theorist. Yeah, see, that's Ben's response.
Conspiracy.
Yeah, but it's like, I think we need to go back to a society where we can accept people even if their opinions are different. So, for example, it's like there are some opinions from Ben that I disapprove of, but it doesn't mean that I disapprove of him as a person, because Ben is actually a very loyal, a very nice person. He's a really great friend. But just because he has an opinion that I disapprove with doesn't mean that I'm going to hate on him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the internet, social media culture makes it very easy to hate on people rather than spreading kindness and joy and all that stuff.
It's easier to hate, right?
Yeah. For some odd reason, that's how the human mind has come to be with all the media and everything that we see. Is hate is the first reaction that we get towards anything new.
They just gotta see cute puppies. That's all they gotta do.
A what?
See cute puppies.
That's all we gotta do.
Cute puppies. I thought you said CQ puppies. I'm like, what's a CQ puppy?
What?
No, like CQ. Like that's what I thought he said. Like the letter CQ and then puppy.
Oh.
And I'm like, what's a CQ puppy?
No, it's QT puppies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need positivity in their life.
Oh, of course. Everyone needs positivity, but the thing is, the world runs on negativity.
Unfortunately.
Itself, man.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. But anyways, I guess you could say this is the end of part 1 with Ben.
Oh yeah.
And we'll have Ben on more. And next time, don't worry, I will make Ben talk a lot more, almost as much as Anthony when he was on here.
Oh god.
How'd you make Anthony talk more?
Okay, so the thing is, I'm sorry if I'm exposing Anthony, but apparently because he knew that he was going to guest on it, he actually had like cue cards and everything ready. Like he actually wrote down notes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was actually prepared. But Ben, I don't know. I think this guy just like ate a broccoli. He was just sitting in bed waiting for me to start this podcast.
Yo man, Ben hours is in effect.
I know.
It's a Saturday night.
Weekend.
I still
Shut up, Ben. God damn it, Ben.
Ben, without this quarantine, during this time you would be out with us downtown somewhere, drinking
know. Or dancing.
Or dancing. One of the things. Doesn't matter. You'd be out with us right now.
I miss dancing.
But because of this quarantine, we're all separated.
It's so sad.
I know. I think I'm actually further from Lucas now.
Is that good or bad?
Actually, no. I shouldn't be that much further because you can actually take the 401 and the 404. No, 401 to 400, and then you can get to my place pretty fast.
Yeah. You're closer then, technically.
Yeah, because before when Lucas came to my place, he'd have to go up the DVP,
and then
even if he, and then
I
even
had
if
to
he
like
gets off
go
at the
east
404,
after.
yeah, you have to go like this whole pass just to get to my house. But now I'm like right off the 400.
Well, it's for me. It's like DVP 401, 400.
Yeah, I think it'll be the same time actually.
Want to find
Um,
out?
Maybe it'll be a bit
Kilometer-wise?
faster if it's at night.
Yeah,
I don't know.
but then again, like right now, I'm living on my brother's now. Like our whole family just moved in with my brothers for now temporarily. It's a really much smaller place, so like I can't even have people over, to be honest, because I can show you guys a picture later. Like it's still boxes everywhere because we still have so much stuff from here that we need to move to storage facility. But when the movers came to move stuff, they didn't even organize anything in the storage facility. So like all the big items, they're all like at the front of the storage facility or in our storage unit. All the small stuff is in the back.
Fire room.
So like my dad and me are probably gonna have to like move everything around so that the big stuff is in the back, so that there's more room to like put stuff. It's just crazy.
Yo, fire those movers, man.
They're Asian, man. We gotta support our local Asian movers.
At some point, they need some competence in their work.
Yeah. But anyways, I guess that's it for part 1 with Ben. Like I said, we'll definitely have him back on. Yes, thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
And we will see you guys another week.
Yep. See you guys hopefully next week.
Yes, hopefully next week. All right. Thanks, Ben.
All right.
Thanks,
peace.
guys.
Shut up, Ben.
Peace. Wow.
I'm kidding.
Wow. I'll see you next week.
It's okay. We love Ben.
All love.
Do we?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Thanks for listening to the Sadboi Podcast.
Please remember to subscribe to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and have a nice day, I guess.
Yeah, stay sad or happy.
Yeah.
Sad?
Happy.
Sad?
Sad
Happy?
boy.
Sadboi Podcast.
Sadboi Podcast. Good night.